Hey guys, it's Evan. Usually I have my headset on, so I don't even know if you guys can really hear me or not. Test, test. My mic seems to be a low level, but test, test. Anyways, I don't know how I'm even awake or functioning right now. I feel pretty restless, like I don't feel like I've had real good sleep. Today, I went to Baylor Hospital for an allergy test. I'm severely allergic to animals, which makes me sad. Now I have to just take precaution to animal products like leather, mink oil, and it's a learning experience. These are salsa verde. They're not like hot, spicy, like they got flavor. They're yum. So I'm definitely going to take like I don't want to say like my allergy follow up like gave me any form of fear. If anything, it just really kind of put other things like shifted my view on really not like in a nutrition way, but in every way how like I have to be the one to really inform myself of why my body is reacting the way that it's reacting. Like I can educate myself to no end as to like food allergies, how many people experience the same thing I experience or whatever, but I have to be the one that is like the ultimate catalyst in what I allow to kind of take over my space. Like if I allow dust mites to, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say breed. That sounds awful. To grow, like or not. Like if I'm not inviting. I don't want to say cooties because they're not cooties, but allergens or these triggers like cigarette smoke. Like I'm not welcoming it into my space, but I have to really take these measures now in my life to like let people in my ecosystem know like to be mindful of like that allergy that I have because it can really make me sick. And I've just been living life that way. So I would say that this was a good shifting exercise. Like it's really shifted my way of thinking about my health. But I really just want a nap. Mm. I like hit my teeth often. It's not a good feeling. But I'm working on it. I'm working on my hands. Anyways, I don't really want to show too much of my private information. Not that I have any privacy, but the United States Department of State, the Houston Passport Agency sent me this correspondence saying that I didn't respond within the 90-day time frame, which is baloney, and that they didn't hear back from me so they must deny my application. That I have not provided enough evidence to support entitlement to a U.S. passport. I don't. I see so many things wrong with this letter. A United States passport is not an entitlement. It's definitely not an entitlement to somebody that served their country. And the fact that state, federal agencies allegedly don't have all this information in a man like me, that's scary. The fact that I went in person, gave them all my forms of identity, and they said they need more information. Like, what else do you need? I'm not an organ donor. I never have been. Never will be. But it just really like, I was in the shower and I was thinking, if Melania can get United States citizenship, that's not an entitlement to an immigrant, especially an immigrant that violates our Constitution and the oath to serve it, or no to anything foreign and domestic like terrorism. No. Like, under our Constitution, everyone is entitled to that American dream, sure. I'm all for it. But to me, it's not an entitlement. It's weird. Like, I have not provided enough evidence. Can you elaborate? I served my country. I went to South Korea, DMZ, Seoul, Japan, Busan, well, I didn't go that far though. I just go. The parallel, DMZ. I was part of NATO operations. Right, I'm not going anywhere. Like, where am I going to go? But that's not the point. I think that, like, this, me being on YouTube live streaming, this is the World Wide Web. So for somebody like me that is in the world posting this information in the world, like, what other evidence do you need? Because I don't see anyone in the world talking about things I'm talking about myself. And I wanted to be at the hospital and I wanted to do homework. And I wanted to like juice up and plug my device, but I actually kept quite busy today. And usually I have my headset on, but I don't know. I'm just in the vibe right now. Like, I want to inspire people to really do their research. Like, I want everyone to really wake up and don't take my word. Thank you for being 10 minutes in, but don't just like Google AI. I just watched on Fox Live News the president and all his little friends talk about the stock market and their huge part in these, I don't know, they just hype themselves up and I'm making them sound better than what they did. But to sit here and say like they're such icons in some way in the stock market, no, you're not. Like I don't see you with the water steamer and a crank engine and freaking horses and windmills. I don't see you propelling like I don't know some type of kinetic old archaic system to produce steam or energy. Like the industrial revolution, which that is what Americans revolutionized, and without that we would not have, you know, what we have modern day. So they really just, to me, is just like smoke and mirrors. And I really just want the day where like everybody in this country looks at like for themselves, looks at the reality of what this president is like. He is a disaster. He is destroying our country. And there was a point in my life where I could really, really just care less. Like I don't care. And there is a point in my life where I wouldn't know anyway. But I know now that I don't sit here, spend my breath to go on Fox News and exert any form of my life to wash people's brains and coconuts to believe in me. I want them to believe in themselves and believe that they have the capacity to spread kindness and love to others so that they can see for themselves the truth about themselves and their lives in this world and experience that for themselves. I will never be a man that tries to wash somebody's coconut to do or conform to my belief system or benefit me in any way. And that's what I see, sadly. And I can sit here and talk, and I can use AI as a tool, which there are some softwares like Grok that have been tainted, and other software systems that have been tainted politically. And I see them as exactly that, like a fence is falling down. One way to fix it is to start nailing things together. Another way is to put some twine around it. And I see AI being falsely defined by people that do not even know how to create it, how to feed it, how to develop it, how to use it even. It is a tool. And what I've learned, not so much, yes, through my courses, and even though I've done horribly in my recent classes, I've learned by educating myself and using those tools with my own life experiences. I have learned that that's exactly what AI is and that it has capacity. I do not have capacity. I have maximum freedom of speech. I have maximum, there is no limit to my loyalty to my country. There is no capacity to God's love for me. And artificial intelligence and technology has a capacity. And I really, really want to just be a positive influence on the World Wide Web with technology, a technology that for decades many people have never even learned to use, or I mean, it does make me a bit sad, but it's believable considering in my own life just the amount of I've been unraveling for myself in my own life in this country. The lack of respect for somebody who served this country is just beyond. I advocate for myself, and I have to. The hardest thing for me in this process and these processes was having to mentally place myself in a place where I have to, I had to force myself. Like, some people say, like, they have these out of body experiences. And for me, it wasn't an experience. For me, it's my lived reality. I, at one point, had to, I remember just sitting at the edge on the side of the bed and just, thinking to myself to push all of myself, to the side, just completely push, bench myself, basically. Just, I had to put myself on the bench and hype myself up to be my own coach. And coach was in the game, writing my own playbook. I wasn't playing. I understand that MLB has their own specific standards to the field, and I have to follow those guidelines. But as coach, I have that creative, I have that skill to, hey, I can draw up my own game, my own plays, and create my own plays in my own book, and keep that close to me. So I had to be my own baseball coach. And once I started writing out plays and drawing out plays, after the first play, I was like, okay, this was tough. I had to really figure out which direction I'm gonna go. You know, I make it a full home run, and what type of home run am I gonna you know hit a home run off the bat, or am I gonna play it safe where I get the right players in the right places at the right time and just bring it in home? And once I got the hang of that, then I had to really just go back to the bench and say, all right, it's time for you to come in. And I really want people to be motivated for themselves, to be their own greatest fan, be your greatest fan. And because if you don't see how great you are and you constantly seek validation from others, I'm not saying that's bad, at times it's good, but right now is not the time to settle for validation from anyone. Right now is the time to learn for yourself what people are out here in the world that are doing things to harm your life and your ecosystem without you even knowing. It's scary. It's sad. It is so super, super sad. And for me, yes, I pray for those people, and I know that spiritually I'm strong, but that 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 negative energy, I'm not saying it fuels me, but it's exactly why I continue to be my greatest fan, like be my greatest hype man, because you know, do I know that it sucks that I wish I was alone so that I can take on what I need to take on in this world and not feel like I have a lot to risk. But also, I see how God does not want me to do this alone. And He wants to constantly remind me that I don't have to do it alone, that I'm not alone. And even though systemically people do these things so that I I don't know, in some way, shape, or form, like this letter that I got. I mean, this is like really trash to me. You know, I've got a D in one of my last classes, and I write better without AI like than this. I scribble better than that, and I feel like there are so many things to besmudge or taint a person's identity and who they are in this world, and that the world doesn't need another narrative like that. The world needs me to spread this message and share that, you know, what these old, ugly, outdated politicians and complacent people tell you you are, you're not. You are the greatest person on the planet. And you're only cheating yourself of so many experiences if you don't write your own script and take control of your story. And that's what I do every day. Am I the greatest at it? No. I would rather be asleep. But it's like I tell everybody else, you gotta stay woke. This week, I've been getting spam calls. I don't have my phone, but I'll expose them later. And today, there was like audio, and I won't get too graphic, but what I could make out the audio because I was in the hospital and had poor signal. The guy was like, Rahib, stop doing this. Grab a pen and paper. I'm going to tell you how to go KILL yourself. I hope nobody's having those thoughts, but call 988. And I reported it. You know what's sad? I live in a country where that kind of crap happens. Probe or not. I don't live in a country where people have called me and said, hey, Brother Mendez, grab a pen and paper. I got a scripture I want to share with you. Grab a pen and paper. I'm about to send you this amount of money. I'm about to give you this much money so you don't got to worry about groceries for the month. Grab a pen and paper for something good. You know, but I thank God for the churches I've surrounded myself with, God's people. And I just thank God. And I'm going to take a nap. I'm out. Peace.